We got our Aurora, so that was worthwhile. So let's talk to Trader and see what's going on.
Bargain or bail, friends. I ain't
Friend.
got all day.
He called me friend. Okay, more conversations. Let's do it.
You found some of my brother's old papers. He was always writing.
Welcome back, my friends, to The Long Dark. We're back in the fishing huts in Coastal Highway after having finally defeated that bear. It was crazy last episode. Yeah, we got a nice, black bear hide curing. It is early morning. We are not tired, so we slept at the end and went out and pulled out, had breakfast, it looks like. I don't really remember. But anyway, here we are. Now, it occurs to me that I think we messed up the trader situation last time, because even though we weren't trading for something, we still, I think, need to go back to the box and pick up whatever he left. So I think he probably left us a gift of some sort. I don't know how the special requests work, but probably we got to go back to that box and pick up something. It's probably the same mechanic as every other trade, and we just messed it up because we assumed it was different. So, so lesson learned, I think, there. I think our pot is still on the fire at Quonset as well, and before I forget, I'd like to take that off and just leave it somewhere in Quonset hut. So probably that's what we're going to do today. Let's take a look and see what the weather is like outside. Yeah, it's not great, but it's not terrible. Is it a free fire day? Nope, it is not. So check out all this bear meat. Holy smokes. Yeah, got a lot of meat. We got a lot of food. We're not hurting for food on this region. It's actually not a bad day. Only 2 hours down. Yeah. All right. That bear was really weird. Like, you know, we shot him with an arrow. Let's go in here and warm up. We shot him with an arrow. Then we went inside, so that could have been our problem. Came back outside. But even before we shot him with that first arrow, like 2 episodes ago, he was really like, he kind of appeared, disappeared. This is the same glitchy bear that I did a short on. So, I don't know. Maybe he was glitchy. Let's take a look in our inventory and see while we warm up if there's stuff that we can do to lighten our load a little bit. I mean, we do have a lot of torches, probably an excessive number. I do carry an excessive number of torches, it's true, and I think I will stop doing that when I have more matches. But I have not been able to trade for matches. Although I think pretty soon we'll be heading off to Bleak Inlet. Nobody's really put in any requests for new regions to go explore, so given that there are no special requests, maybe I'll just pick Bleak Inlet. I need to go over there. I need to go to some of the newer regions I haven't been to yet. And there we go. And find more bunkers. And also, let's just looking to see what we got here. Find more bunkers and also more matches, maybe. And just other stuff. Would like to find some maple syrup that's not ruined so that we can make pancakes for our 200th episode. If that's possible, I don't know if it will be, but we'll see. We'll see. Okay, what have we got here that we don't need to be carrying around? Probably don't need all this gut. It's not very heavy, but let's just keep 2. Keep 1. Probably could use a little more coal. Oh, and you know what? We were going to do... Wait, I guess it's in here. No, maybe here? Yeah. We're going to take these and make leather out of them. And, do we have enough cloth? 5 cloth, that's probably enough. Actually, we might want to do a little bit of,
Might have to drop some gear.
Ooh, I took everything. I hate when that happens. All right, now I need to figure out what to put back. All right. None of that stuff. None of that stuff. None of that stuff. None of that stuff. Yeah, we don't need all of these. Or these. Or those. Or these. Okay, I think that was it. I just wanted to take the cloth. All right. Okay, let's do a quick... Yeah, let's... Oh, an hour and 30 minutes? Holy smokes. Okay, let's carry it with us. We'll do it later. We'll do it later. Okay, I know they're heavy, but we'll do it later. All right, we are good to go. Let's head out. Probably still not a free fire day, but let's just double check. Nope. All right. Yeah, foggy. All right. Gonna head over to the box. Sutherland's box, and see if he left us anything there. We should have done that right away last episode. And, yeah, and then we'll see after that what's what. Depending on what he left there. I would like to have more arrows. I've got 7. That's enough for normal use. I think at some point I'm going to need to make more arrows if I want to go hunt a cougar. Because I think cougars are good at dodging arrows, and I won't be able to run and get them because they don't run away. So I need more arrows, I think, if I'm going to land enough of them to kill them. They don't bleed out, so I got to land enough of them to kill them. So, yeah. So probably I'll need to forge more arrowheads at some point before I do a cougar, but we're not going to do that right now. I think what we're going to do is just go back to the box, see what's in it, maybe head back to Quonset, grab our pot off the fire, put it somewhere else, and then head out of here. And then I don't think we necessarily need to go back to Mystery Lake. We can hit through the ravine. We can go to Bleak Inlet and get going, exploring that region. So Bleak Inlet's an interesting one. There's 2 entrances to Bleak Inlet. One on the bottom part of Bleak Inlet and one on the top part. And, yeah, the top part is not accessible from the bottom part unless you enter the top part first. So, for those of you who've been there, you know what I'm talking about. For those of you who haven't been there, you'll see when we get there what I'm talking about. And there are timberwolves everywhere in Bleak Inlet, so it'll be good practice dealing with timberwolves. Before we get to Black Rock, where there are also timberwolves everywhere. So, yeah, there's a bunch of places that I've kind of, I guess, been unconsciously avoiding because of the timberwolves, and it's probably time to get going on them as well. And then at some point, we probably want to go to Timberwolf Mountain and head up there to the summit, and I think there's going to be some decent loot there. I mean, probably a lot of it is no longer in good condition, but I still think that there will be some decent stuff there. So since we're heading to the box anyway, we'll take a look and see if there's any kind of yeah, look, see, fish spawn point, just like I said.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
Nitro said, hey, if you move these out of the way, new ones can spawn there. I think new ones can spawn there anyway. They just spawn identically right on top of the other ones, because sometimes I've picked up a bunch of these. I've picked up what looked like one, and it's been more than one. But we'll move them anyway, just like we did over here.
Cold is making my head feel thick.
And yeah, we are getting cooled, so we're going to take a little bit of cold damage, but probably not a big deal. Nothing good over here. I mean, we have been here recently, so I don't really expect a lot of stuff to have respawned. Anyway, we'll head over to the box, see what, if anything, Sutherland left us in there. Then we'll head up and warm up at the house. And then from there, we'll head over to Quonset. Get ready for our trip home.
Die
Well,
if I don't warm up soon.
Not home, but to the ravine, and then from the ravine to Bleak Inlet, and that will be the plan. Unless the plan changes, because sometimes things happen. Oh, there's a Mackinac in here. Alright, don't really need it, but nice little gift. I guess I'll leave that at Quonset. Okay, now that we've done that, we should be able to reset the trader conversation so that next Aurora he'll be able to talk to us. I don't know if that even, who knows, that might even trigger Aurora tonight. We'll see. So maybe we should spend the night tonight in Quonset just in case. Okay, we're going to warm up in here. Maybe even a warm-up nap. Just make sure we didn't leave anything here. We do this every time, but no, I don't think we left anything here. All right, upstairs we go. We'll just take a quick warm-up nap. Here we go. And you know what? I think I'm gonna move this. I'm gonna move this bed downstairs if there's room for it. I know this is gonna look funky, but all right. Let me just see if I can drop it somewhere. Yeah, I'll just drop it right there for now. Move this table out of the way. Put the table right here. Then we can put the bed. This is looking terrible. Hang on a second. I'm gonna see if we can put this in the kitchen or something. Yeah, maybe right here under the window. Oops. All right. Now let's put the bed up against the wall here. There. That way it'll be much easier to just come in here and rest. Okay, good stuff. And actually, while we're at it, let's just put this at the foot of the bed. In case we want to put something in it, it'll be right there. Look at that. It's kind of, I don't know, that bugs me a little bit. There. Yeah, good enough. Okay. All right. Let's drink some water and then get out of here. Kind of foggy. Why are we so heavy? Oh, the Mackinac. Right, okay. We're going to ditch that at Quonset. Oh, we forgot to get more coal, too. Holy smokes, we're really not thinking here. We even said we were going to, but we didn't. Okay, Quonset's over this way. I can tell by that sort of mound-shaped rock over there. That mound-shaped rock is my landmark to get to Quonset from Misanthropes. And you can see it even in light fog, maybe not dense fog, but you can see it in the fog, so that's good. Alright, so we're going to leave this Mackinac. That was nice of him to leave us a Mackinac, but we don't need it. But it was nice of him regardless. We're going to leave this Mackinac at Quonset. We're going to approach Quonset from the road side, especially in the fog. Try to see if we can get a little bit of a view on the possible wolf situation that might be there, and or bear situation. So, yeah. And then we'll drop the Mackinac. We'll figure out if there's any gear we need to swap out. And then we'll just head out. I mean, we probably should go back and grab more coal, but I don't think we are going to do that. I think we're just going to head out. There's a stop sign, okay. Alright, I do not see or hear the bear, so that's good. I don't see any wolves in the road. Yeah, I don't see anything. Yeah, I don't see anything. Alright, so I think we are good to go. So let's head up, where was that fire? Here it is. The problem here is that, here's the pot.
I'm gonna have to leave something behind.
The problem here is that the long grass made me, like, confused. I think that was the problem. Let's also eat. Alright, head inside. Drop the Mackinac, drop the pot. %, Mackinac. 2.5, 2.0, 1.5 kilos. Yeah, it's a pretty good coat, but I don't know. I think I prefer what I've got on me. But we'll put it right here at the end of the bed. Oh, we do have coal here. Grab 4 coal. And let me see. I want to drop the pot. And what else do we want to get rid of up here? Now we have 2 rose hips. I'll just hold on to those. They weigh almost nothing, so I'll hold on to those. Okay, why are we still heavy? Oh, the boots. Yeah, I mean, I guess if we're going to wait for possible aurora tonight anyway. We may as well do some repair here. Awesome. Aviator cap. Use up this sewing kit. One more thing we can ditch. Awesome. We'll disappear the empty sewing kit in here. Okay, what time is it? It's getting late. I don't know if we're going to get an aurora tonight or not, but it's worth just hanging out here for a little bit, just in case. We have water, we've got food, we're good to go for another day here. It's not going to kill us. We could go and harvest something while we're waiting, or we could just... Is there other stuff we can repair? I wish we had... Yeah, let's repair this. Then we'll sweater. I tend to repair things like when they're below 80%. Everything else looks pretty good. So, sun is going down. How's the weather out there? Oh, it's really nice. It's a little windy. It's very nice in the lee, the wind shade. But if I step into the wind... Oh, still -4. That's not bad. I mean, we could cut some wood. Clean up some fire rings. There's not much else to do really around here right now. But it would be good to spend time outdoors, because if we spend a bunch of time inside... You know what? Why don't we head over here? Go back into this house and see if there's anything in that house that we missed. Or opportunities. Also grab some sticks while we're out here. Okay, it's getting a little colder. Getting a little colder. Quonset makes me nervous. When, before the wildlife refresh, it was just hellaciously wolfy. And so I'm always expecting, like, multiple wolves just around the corner. There still are sometimes, but it's not nearly as bad. So let's see if there's anything in here that we want to just grab, like maybe some cloth or something while we're waiting. For the sun to go down. Toaster. We could take that. Yeah, let's break it down. These are all empty. That's empty. Yeah, we've really kind of looked everywhere in here already. Anything decor-wise that we want to take? How much cloth do we have now? Yeah, that's plenty. Picture of the farmhouse, I think, in Pleasant Valley over there. Yeah, not much. Took the water, took everything. Let's take these yeah, let's take this. Alright, we'll hang that in. Oh, there's a big one here, too. Yeah, take that, too. Alright, we'll hang that in, we'll hang those in Quonset. All right. Head back over here. Sun is starting to go down. And I guess we will just do a quick little bit of redecorating, and then we'll wait to see if there's an aurora tonight. If there is, we'll talk to the trader again. If there's not, we will head out tomorrow. That is the plan. So let's see. Let's just fix this up too. So that it's not quite so messy. All right. The big one. Right there. And the smaller one. Maybe here. Yeah, nice. Beautiful. Right above our workbench. Excellent. Okay, well, I guess that is pretty much what we need to do. So, what have we got? How are we doing here for... We're still kind of heavy. Oh, let's put the... Put that in there. What is making us heavy? Just the usual suspects. Yeah, one day we need a better loadout. I mean, we have more food now. We have more salt. We've got like a bunch of torches. Okay. We will deal with it. All right, let's just... anything we can make here? Make line. Don't need line. Do we have hooks? Yeah, let's make hooks. Yeah, let's make 3 hooks and 2 line, and then we can make an even number of fishing tackle. Which is useful to have. It weighs almost nothing, and but we did use our last gut, so we'll take a gut with us. And yeah, let's make some fishing tackle. Just spending some time doing stuff. All right, that's useful in case we run out of sewing kits. Those are really, really light. Grab some water. Okay, so we're going to sleep like a couple hours at a time, and then we'll see if we get an aurora. So let's do it. Sounds like we did. Yep, sounds like we did. Excellent. Okay. We got our aurora, so that was worthwhile. So let's talk to Trader and see what's going on.
Bargain or bail, friend. I ain't got all day.
He called me friend. Okay, more conversations. Let's do it.
You found some of my brother's old papers. He was always writing. Drawing up new plans, new designs. In the old days, his crew saw him as some kind of half-assed, end-of-the-world poet. I guess Wyatt's dead-brain buddy must have had some reason for keeping them. The schematics, sure, they'd need those for any repairs, but the other papers... Anyway, That don't tell us where they went. But those guys were useless without Wyatt, weren't they? Keep looking. If I were you, I'd try the trophy hunter next. Wyatt always kept some of his guns with him.
Trophy hunter. Alright, that might be a bit of a challenge. This would be a lot easier on non-interloper mode. He didn't mention that they called you Wyatt's asshole brother, right? So, I guess doesn't
Here's
bother
what
you.
I have.
Let's see what you got. I want matches. I wonder if I have to take the marine flare before I'll get matches. But I really don't want to... I have a lot of marine... I don't really want that. Yeah, this stuff is not that useful to me right now. Running river oats, maybe? Raw fish meat. Can't use ruined fish. So... we'd have to fish for it. 1 liter of water. Special request. Okay, let's just do it. Let's just do the special request. We don't really need anything else, do we? So let's just do the special request. Alright. Let's do it.
Heading out.
Alright. So, that is done. And I guess we're going to just have to look around and find the bunkers. But one advantage is if we have the special request trade, when we do find the bunker, we'll be able to find the documents right away. So that'll be good. All right, let's drink water and sleep for the rest of the night. Guess we'll just have to sit and wait. Gonna be hungry in the morning. All right, sun's just coming up. Let's head outside and eat breakfast. See what the weather's like.
All I can think about is food.
Yeah, it's kind of cold. But we'll have breakfast, and then we will probably wait for a little bit later for there to be a little bit more warmth. And then we'll head out. Yeah, minus 31's a little too cold. All right, let's head back inside. Just wait a little bit longer and then get going. All right. Either way, we're going to get going. So let's drink some water and then head on out. Yeah, it's not too bad. Make sure that's cooked before I eat it. Not a free fire day, I'm pretty sure, but let's just check just in case. Nope. All right, let's head out. And I think the best way to go... You know, we might have some rabbit pelts in those little rabbit cabins. So maybe we'll head along there. And see if we left anything to cure in there. Rabbit pelt would be useful. Gotta watch out for the bear, though. Because he could be up here as well. But yeah, if there's rabbit pelts in those little rabbit cabins, then take a little pit stop and repair our gloves. Yeah, I don't hear a bear. Little once bitten, twice shy with the bears. But I don't hear one. Like, I guess there's 3 bears on this level. There's the one over by Bear Creek that we just killed. There's the one by Misanthropes, and then there's this one. It's a lot of bears for one level. I don't see tracks. So he's probably not around here right now.
Can't feel my hands.
Yeah, the best way to make a bear show up out of nowhere is to say, we're probably safe. He's probably nowhere in sight. We're probably fine. Yeah, it's, you can be super self-confident in this game, and the game will kill you just as fast. In fact, faster. So, just always got to be careful. Always got to be aware. But I think if you were around, I would have heard him by now. Am I in the wrong place for these cabins? Do I need to take a slightly higher road? I maybe needed to take a slightly higher road. Yeah, it looks that way. Okay, well, let's backtrack just a little bit then. They should be right up here. Yep, I see one. Alright, we need to warm up anyway, so we'll head in there. And if there are no rabbit pelts there, I don't know where they are because, you know, we're going to have to start hunting rabbits again. Actually, maybe we just do that right now. Just in case there isn't one in there. Not going to shoot you while you're standing still because I know you're just going to move. Oh, there's 2 of you. Oh, missed my shot there. Okay, I'll get you guys on the way out. See what, if anything, is in here. Nothing. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Okay, well. What about the other one? It seems weird that there's just no rabbit pelts anywhere. I mean, I think I killed and ate a bunch of rabbits around here. I guess I brought the pelts with me each time. Okay, well, if these guys are still out here, we will grab one or both of them. Gotta be around somewhere. Grab a couple more stones.
Cold. Just want to lay down for a bit.
Okay, where are you guys? Where are you? Rabbits? Come on, you're not just going to despawn like that. Gotta be around somewhere. Or maybe not. Okay, well, I was going to warm up while I was skinning you. But if I can't find you, there's no point. I guess I'll just head in here and warm up. See if the rabbits are out here still. Again. Still again. Nope, I don't see them. Alright, we're gonna keep heading out, I guess. Warm. Beautiful day for traveling. It'd be nice if it was a free fire day, but, you know, you can't have everything. So, yeah, I don't know where the rabbits all go. When I miss them, I guess they just, I don't know. Maybe when I went inside they despawned. I don't know, that's pretty weird though. Yeah, I guess we'll go down this way and then we'll just head up the trail near the log sort. Should be right around here. The other thing that we haven't explored around here, which is kind of cool, is the Aurora mine. There's a mine right near here that there's an elevator and it only works during an Aurora, so that's another interesting thing to explore at some point. But not right now. Okay, we're gonna head up this way. And we're just gonna head out of here, I guess. If we see a rabbit, we'll grab him. But otherwise, we're just gonna go. Mackinac Jacket was a pretty decent item. I mean, it would have been even more decent if we didn't already have better stuff, but not complaining. I wonder what I'm going to get for the next batch of documents. Get some blueprints would be nice. Something that I can't otherwise make would be cool. But I guess beggars can't be choosers. He'll give us what he gives us. I would really love to be able to trade for matches, though. Next time I see matches on the agenda, on the trading list, I'm going to grab a bunch of them. I do think the different slots have different types of things. So it's possible that in order to unlock matches, I need to trade for the flare. Maybe the flare is blocking the fire starting slot. So if next time I trade with him, I don't see matches, but I do see the flare, I'm going to take the flare and see if that unlocks something else. Alright, sometimes there's a wolf up here, so keep our eyes peeled. Don't see one in the immediate vicinity. Should we just do a quick check of this cabin? Just in case. Walked right by the door there with my auto walk. Nope, nothing here either. Alright. Okay, so we're going to head up this road, and we'll just check the, we can check the trailer at the top as well. Oh, look at that. Don't need you. Lucky. I guess I could take you. No, I don't need you. I don't need you. Lucky guy. Just run off and... I do not need you. Although if there's a wolf up ahead and he takes you, I'll take both of you. How's that sound? All you gotta do is avoid the wolf, and you'll survive. Where'd he go? Yeah, I guess he escaped off the side. Alright. Like I said, I've got already a bunch of caches of meat along the route here, so I definitely don't need another deer right now. It's a beautiful day. If I hunt him and I start, or her, the doe, and start cooking her up, it could turn nasty, there could be a blizzard, anything could happen. So, take advantage of the weather while it's nice.
Need to find some place to escape this
And
cold.
there could also be rabbits up here. Yes. Alright, let's try to actually get these ones this time. That's one.
Too heavy.
Alright, that's two. Okay. Sorry, rabbits. We need your fur. Let's head in here and harvest them up. Oh, it's a beautiful day. Alright, maybe it'll still be nice when we get back out. Yeah, we'll harvest these two rabbits in here where we're nice and warm. If it's still a free fire day when we get back out, we'll cook them. Okay, well, looks like we caught ourselves a blizzard, so I think we are going to head back in here. And we're just going to have to wait it out. It's getting late, so probably we're going to have to spend the night. So we have already searched this place, I assume comprehensively. Yes, we have. All right, so let's just drop our pelts to cure. Put this out, since it's going to go out anyway. And let's do a little bit of harvesting here. I know 45 is a pretty good one, but we haven't enough. We have actually too many, really. Alright, well, we did eat those rabbits, so we're full. We've got some water, so if we need to spend the night here, we'll spend the night here. Let's just first do a little bit of a... Let's wait and see if the blizzard will pass. Maybe it did. Let's take a look. Might have been just a short-term blizzard. Yeah, it was. Okay. Alright, well, let's go then. It's actually quite warm out as well. Got no stink, which doesn't much matter because we're going to be in Ravine in a minute. And Ravine is nice and predator-free. Alright, so now we have two... We did bring them, right? Yeah. We have two rabbit pelts on us, which we will have to keep remembering to drop and cure wherever we stop, and eventually we will have what it takes to repair our mittens. So that wasn't a total waste of time. And I think we're going to leave this pile of meat here. I don't think we're going to eat here since we've filled up on the rabbit. And we have more meat in the actual ravine itself. By meat, I'm talking about this pile of meat that we always have here somewhere. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Coming up. Yeah, so if I had taken this deer, I would have left his meat, or her meat here with the rest of the pile. But, yeah, let's get out of here. Keep moving through the ravine. It is pretty nice travel weather, even though it's getting dark. Since it's we're not tired and it's getting to be nighttime, we can run a little bit, although I'm not going to run across here. This always makes me a little bit nervous. Look at this. That is fabulous. Crazy, crazy ravine. Okay, let's not dilly-dally here too long. Keep the pattern moving. So from ravine, we're going to go to Bleak Inlet. So we will be able to do that next episode, most likely. This one is coming to be a pretty decent length, so we'll probably find a place to rest for the night, and tomorrow morning we can head into Bleak Inlet, check it out. But first we got to find a place to sleep. We have our little waypoint that we usually use, but there's also another cave up here. And there's another cave in the ravine itself as well. So that's another option. Yeah, getting dark. Getting late. Not super tired though, so good to tire ourselves out a little. Yeah, it'll be good to sleep in a cave tonight because I do worry a little bit about cabin fever since we've been indoors quite a bit. Although I guess harvesting that bear probably was a good time spent outdoors. Sleeping in a cave is always a good thing. That's beautiful. Sometimes when you're just kind of like, you know, walking and there's no predators, it's nice to just look around.
Feels like night is coming.
In fact, let's take a look over here. Yeah, that is crazy. Let's see if we can get a better view. Wish we could get a little bit closer. Yeah, maybe through here. Can we get up there? I don't think so. Maybe. No, I guess not. Okay. Alright, night is coming. I think we're going to spend the night over here. And we haven't been in this region, this little area, for a while. So we will take a quick look around for birch bark, because birch bark is always useful, and it's actually still pretty warm out, so we can stay out looking. It's dark though, so it's kind of a little bit hard to see. So bear with me as I do a little bit of a birch bark hunt here. And there'll probably be rabbits here too, but we don't need them. Yep, there's one. Lucky we don't need you, buddy. I don't see much birch bark. I would have thought there'd be a little bit more. Cute bunny, nice bunny. Okay, we already checked over here. Yeah, I don't see any more. Okay. Alright, we're going to head into this cave here. Let's run so that we can tire ourselves out a little bit. Cave entrance, did we miss it? I think it's right here. Yeah, it's right here. Okay. Yeah, but it's kind of dark, so I can't really see. So let's just do a quick... lantern. A lot of bloom on this lantern. It's also still hard to see even with the lantern on. Okay, nothing in particular in here. But it is nice and warm. So let's, it's been a while since we've used the bedroll. Lay out our bedroll. Drop our rabbit pelts. Give them a little bit more curing. Do a little bit of a harvest here. Pre-bed harvest. Alright. And I think we can do a little bit of sharpening of the knife.
I'd better find some water.
Alright, drink some water. And then we will sleep for as much as we can. Alright, we are fully rested. Drink some more water. We're just going to wait until it's light out. Oh no, a blizzard. Alright, well. I guess we should have taken those rabbits. Kind of assumed that we would be able to... Kind of assumed that we'd be able to make it to our food cache. Depending on how long this blizzard lasts, we may or may not be able to. So I guess we're going to call that an episode right now. And where are we? We're up here. Need to make it, if we want food, we can go down here. There's food there. But, yeah, that'll be for next episode. So, yeah, I guess we'll see. We'll survive. We've got plenty of travel food. So if you want to see how we survive, then come by next episode. If you like this one, give us a like. If you've got comments, you know what to do with them. Send them our way. And hit that subscribe button. Join us on our journey as we head into a territory that we really haven't explored much. We went in there only to find a bunker for Signal Void Tail. But there's plenty more to see in Bleak Inlet. And we will see it next episode.